Also, please, 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 if you can, follow my Instagram, ADRoseASMR, so that I can talk to you guys and ask you questions on there, and communicate with you guys. But for today, what's more important is what we're going to talk about, which is this video that's from the 1950s. That's about 70 years, I believe, ago. 70 years ago. This book, oh yeah, disclaimer, I think y'all already got the gist from the videos I've been posting, but this is a Christian ASMR channel, a Christian based channel, whereas everything I do will be Christian based because it's my purpose. So I just want to get that out of the way because a lot of the things I will post from here on out and forevermore will be Christ centered. And so you just know that. Don't think that this will ever be just like a regular old channel. I mean, of course I'm going to do other things than just this, but most of it will be Christian. But anyways, this book is called Leaves of Gold. It's a very delicate book. It's being held together by this string, as you can see, and it's very, very, very delicate, and I love sorry, the sounds it gives off. It's really, really, really nice. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I record on my phone. So, and there's been some difficulties when I post longer than like 20 to 30 minute videos. So I will be only recording for that long. But if you like this book though, I will be going over it again if you like it, because there's multiple sections. This book is a really cool, interesting book if you are a person who likes poems and writings and whatnot. But the first page right here, it's gold, and then it goes into the cover page, which says, of course, Leaves of Gold, and an anthology of prayers, memorable phrases, inspirational verse in prose from the authors of the world, from the best authors of the world, both ancient and modern. Edited by Clyde Francis, I believe, Lytle. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good of report, think of these things. Philippians 4:8. This page is very delicate. Oh, I thought it was pretty interesting that at the back of this, I gotta be very delicate with the pages because it's very delicate, but else. Here are maxims, phrases, and ANECDOTES passages, proverbs, and essays from the best minds among men. Here are words of wisdom and thoughts of comfort for all mankind. Consolations is the objective of Leaves Gold, to provide a key to things of the spirit as inspiration for daily living in its design. It's really interesting. Okay, so there is sections to this book. It breaks it down to action, adversity, age, analogies, appreciation, aspiration, beauty, the Bible, courage, definitions, education, faith, fault findings, friendship, happiness, home, immortality, memory, mysticism, nature, opportunity, other, perseverance, perspective, possessions, prayer, speech, success, today, travels, work, and worthy. That page. We are gonna go to page 52, to courage, and then on the next video, if you guys want to see more of this, if you really like it and enjoy it, let me know which one do you want to do next, and we will go through that section together. As you can tell, I dumbly wrote in it already, which I should have done, and I'm not gonna do that anymore because it's obviously an old book. You don't want to like mess up the quality of it, but yeah, the pages are very delicate and very old in the sense of like you'll see on one of the pages I crinkled this part, and it almost is on the brink of like breaking on that part. It smells so like old. Does it smell good? Right here, look. I don't know, hopefully you can see it in the camera. It's just, I feel bad for doing that. Okay. Page 52. Where's my pen? Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect that. Okay. Sunshine, a Boston daily, spoke one day. Thus, the daily opened cloudly. Sorry, let me redo that. Maybe you might like soft spoken, so I'm gonna do that for a little, but I'm gonna turn it down so that it's not too loud for you. And I hope this is not disturbing for you. Okay. Sunshine. A Boston daily spoke one day. The day opened cloudy and cheerless. But about noon, Phillips Brook came downtown, and then everyone brightened up. Many Christians are just like Philip Brooks in this respect, and one such Christian is the author of In the Service of the Kings. Always he radiated joy and gladness. Early in the first chapter, he told how he deliberately made up his mind to do this. One day, he was reading Gulliver's Tale of the Great Inventor, who he had hit upon a device for extracting from cucumbers shine, which he then stored away in bottles to be used in the home on dark days to light the house. He thought of the story. The deacon's mission became clear. He would be the agent of the great inventor, a dispenser of bottled sunshine. So he set out to make his people laugh, counting the cost. He deliberately doned the motley cost. Wait, what? I need to get closer because I'm struggling really hard to read this. Okay. And y'all could probably have heard that in my reading. Okay, let me make sure I'm not taking forever. Okay. Let me start from here. So he set out to make his people laugh. Counting the cost, he deliberately doned the motley with a persistence that even now he feels a pride in. He determined never to desist till he could say that he had a laugh from every one of his people. Whatever else he may have left undone, the deacon knows that in those first days he taught to many a sad heart the long forgotten trick of laughter. Experience gives him courage to insist that when the sunshine is unbottled in the home of desolation, it discovers a heart of gold that was near to perishing in the shadow. John T. Ferris. So I'm really confused on that one. Is it saying he gave people laughter and that was courageous? If y'all got that, explain that to me, please. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, y'all can't hear it as good. Wait, let me turn it up. I don't want to be chained down. Sorry, I just talk mad. Okay. Opportunity. They do me wrong, who says I come no more. When one I knock and fail to find you in. Wait, let me redo that again. I really read that wrong. Okay. Opportunity. They do me wrong, who say I come no more. When once I knock and fail to find you in. For every day I stand outside your door, and bide you wake, and rise to fight and win. Will not precious chances passed away? Weep not for golden ages on the wane. Each night I burn the records of the day, and at sunshine every soul is born again. Though deep in mire, wring not your hands and weep. I lend my arm to all who say I can. Not shamefaced outcast ever sink so deep, but yet might rise and be again a man. Walter Malone. Okay. Sorry, let me adjust myself. Okay. Fortitude. True fortitude I take to be the quiet possession of a man's self, and an undisturbed doing his duty, whatever evil beset or danger lies in his way. Christian consists in patience, not in enterprises, which the poet calls heroic, and which are commonly the effects of interest, pride, and worldly honor. Dryden. Dryden. I am so bad at pronouncing those names. Anyways, fortitude implies a firmness, a strength of mind that enables us to do and suffer as we ought. It rises upon an opposition, and like a river, it swells the higher for having its course stopped. Jeremy Coiler. The conquest of fear. Courage consists not in hazarding without fear, but being resolutely minded in a just cause. The brave man is not he who feels no fear, for that were stupid and irrational, but he whose noble soul subdues its fear and bravely dares the danger nature shrinks from. Ferreld. The definition of courage is definitely not without fear. Let me make that more clear. The definition of courage is not without fear. The definition of courage is doing things despite of that fear. So don't ever think you're gonna have to get to a place to where you're never gonna feel fear. You're always gonna have fear, but it's what you're gonna do despite that fear. Sorry, I was burping and I apologize that because that's all in your ear and that's rude. And whatever that was, I apologize again. Anyways, so remember, to have courage is not to be without fear. To have courage to do things despite that fear. So keep going. Keep going. Let's see. Failure. There are always reasons for giving up. Arguments for self-pity are thick as blackberries. The world is crowded with thorns and cruelties causes for tears. Courage is the divine unreason against which, as against a rock, the waves of disaster beat in vain. Say to yourself, I am unconquerable. I shall arrive in the center of creation, since not an enemy, but my friend. I shall arrive what time, what circuit verse, I ask not, in some time, his good time, I shall arrive. Let come what will, I shall never say I am beaten, I am not knowledgeable, I am not a knowledgeable molecule, a mote in the sunbeam, a worm. I am a man, and so help me God, I shall play the man. Failure. There is no such word in all the bright lexicon of speech unless you yourself have written it there. There is no such thing as failure except to those who accept and believe in failure. Martin, dang, Martin, you got me good right there, brother. Whoa, he got me good. What did he say? I am a man, so help me God, I shall play the man. Oh, preach it, brother, preach it. We got church real quick. Anyways, motive, power. It is only through labor and prayerful effort, by grim energy and resolute courage, that we move on to better things. Theodore Roosevelt. I hope you are relaxing. Ignorance. Fear is lack of faith. Lack of faith is ignorance. Fear can only be cured by vision. Giving the world eyes, it will see. Giving it ears, it will hear. Giving it a right arm, it will act. Man needs time and room. Man needs soil, rain, and sunshine. needs a chance. Open all your doors and windows. Let everything pass freely in and out, out and in, even the evil. Let it pass out and in and out, in and out. No man hates the truth, but most men are afraid of the truth. Make the truth easier than a lie. Make the truth, make the truth welcomer than its counterfeits. Then man will no longer be afraid. Being afraid is is ignorant. Being afraid is being ignorant. Being ignorant is being without faith. Wow, that was good. I think that's Horace, Horaceedra. I think that's either a U or a V. No, that's gonna be a U. Draubel. That is the person's name that I will not try to pronounce out of respect of that person. Anyways, rejoice. Religion is not a funeral announcement. There are religious leaders who seem to be always saying, "Let us cry." They have gotten the wrong phrase. Let us rejoice. When you begin to talk about faith in God, do not turn the corners of your mouth down. Face these matters as naturally, as joyously, as genuinely as you would face any other interest in life. Mills. Changed. Time was I shrank from what was right. Fear from what was wrong. I would not brave the sacred fight, because the foe was strong. But now I cast the finer sense in sore shame aside. Such dread of sin was indolence. Such aim to heaven was pride. J.H. Newman. Letting out the reins. Every year I live, I am more convinced that the waste of life lies in the love we have not given, the powers we have not used, the selfish prudence that will risk nothing, and which shrinking pain misses happiness as well. No one ever yet was the poorer in the long run for having once in a lifetime let out all the length of all the reins. Mary, CHOLMONDELEY. Taking chances. No man is worth his salt who is not ready at all times to risk his body, to risk his well-being, to risk his life in a great cause. Theodore Roosevelt. What counts? 'Tisn't life that matters. It's the courage you bring to it. Hugh Walpole. Let me make sure it's still going. Okay, these are the two last pages. Let's do this. Impregnable. Courage does not consist in feeling no fear, but in conquering fear. He is the hero who is seeing the lions on either side go straight on because his duty lies. Saturday Magazine. I hate to see things done by halves. If it be right, do it boldly. If it be wrong, leave it undone. Gilpin. Courage consists not in Courage consists not in hazarding without fear, but being resolutely minded in a just cause. Plutarch. True courage is the the result of reasoning. Resolution lies more in the head than in veins. Than in the veins, sorry. Let me read that again. True courage is the result of reasoning. A brave mind is always impregnable. Resolution lies more in the head than in the veins. Then a just sense of honor and of infamy, of duty and of religion will carry us further than all the forces of mechanisms. Jeremy Kohler. Environment. It is possible to live very near to God under very conceivable It is possible to live very near to God under every conceivable environment, and what is possible is our highest duty. Williams E. McLaurin. Risky business. It's a risk to have a husband, a risk to have a son, a risk to pour your confidence out to anyone, a risk to pick a daisy, for there's sure to be a cop, a risk to go on living, but a greater risk to stop. Ruth Mason's Rice. Discouragements. Pay as little attention to discouragements as possible. Plow ahead as a steamer does. Row and smooth and rain and shine to carry your cargo. Make your port is the point. And make your port is the point. Malaby. Babcock. Oh. Okay. Keepers of the light. The keeper of the lighthouse does not launch any ships, it is true, but he keeps many a good ship from going to wreck. The light shines faster than the keeper can see and brighter than he can see at all. Two things he has got to remember. Two, in between the light and in darkness he is set to lighten. John D. Ferris. Did not get that one, but it's okay. Steadfast hearts. Darkness unwrapped him, yet with steadfast heart he sought, unfaltering, the highest light. He keen-eyed spirit failed not in the sight which sees, in seeing love the better part. Unwitnessed. Perfect valor is to do unwitnessed what we should be capable of doing before all the world. La Rochefuchud. Protection. Though no friend, no man be with thee, fear nothing. Thy God is here. Tinker. Underneath are the everlasting arms Underneath are the everlasting arms. What child of God was ever permitted to fall lower than God's underneath? H. Jill. Be not faint-hearted in the misfortune. When God causes a tree to be hewn down, he takes care that his birds can nestle another anonymous. Be not faint-hearted in misfortune. When God causes a tree to be hewn down, he takes care that his birds can nestle on another. God accompanies thee, his child, fear not, on each spot that thou standest is an angel of protection, and where thou art is thy God, where thy God is, there is thy Savior. The bravest thing. prize is not the courage to die decently, but to live manfully. Carlyle. Resistance. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Mark Twain. Why does that sound very familiar, his name? I feel like that's someone very known. Anyways, but I'm losing thought of who it is. Anyways, lost talent. A great deal of talent is lost in the world for want of a little courage. Every day, since to their graves obscured men whom timidly prevented from making a first effort, who, if they could have been induced to begin, would in all probability have gone great lengths in the career of fame. The fact is that to do anything in the world worth doing, we must not stand back shivering and thinking of the cold and danger, but jump in and scramble through as well as we can. It will not do to be brutally calculating risk and adjusting nice chances. It did very well before the flood, when a man could consult his friends upon an intended publication for 150 years, and live to see his success afterwards. But at present a man waits and doubts and consults his brother and his particular friends, till one day he finds he is 60 years old, and that he has lost so much time in consulting cousins and friends that he has no more time to follow their advice. Oh, that's good. Sydney Smith. That's really, really good. We tend to ask so many people, is this right? Is this okay? Is this right? Is this okay? And that's really good to have good, wise counsel, but sometimes we get too much into that and don't ever really do anything. The depth side. The worst sorrows in life are not in its losses and misfortunes, but its fears. A.C. Benson. What to fear? Fear not that thy life shall come to an end, but rather fear that it shall never be a beginning, shall never have a beginning. J.H. Newman. Freedom. Many a boy has discovered that real freedom is never gained by breaking legitimate laws. Obedience to law is liberty, is the appropriate inscription over the massive entrance of a great courthouse in Cleveland. And it's wonderfully true. It is wonderfully true. And there is no real liberty in any other courses. Just doing what you please and following that impulse is not true freedom. Obeying a sudden impulse to follow the primrose path usually starts or strengthens comes bad habits. Sorry, let me read that sentence again. Obeying a sudden impulse to follow the primrose path usually starts and strengthens some bad habit which forges shackles on our character and destroys by just so much our freedom. A lawless person is never free. He is a victim of his own uncountable impulses and soon a slave to his bad habits. George Walter Fisk. The divine spark. Courage is an independent spark from heaven's bright throne, by which the soul stands raised in trumpet. I alone. George Farquhar. The last one. If y'all guys prefer me not to read, but just to go over the book, just to look over the pages and go over some, we can do that too. just let me know. Hardship. Dr. Kane finding a flower under the Humboldt Glacier was more effective by it because it grew beneath the lip and cold bosom of the ice than he would have been by the most gorgeous garden bloom. So some single struggling grace in the heart of one far removed from divine influences may be dearer to God than a whole catalogue of virtues in the life of one favored of heaven. One life of one more favored in heaven. As in nature, as in art, so in grace, it is rough treatment that gives souls, as well as stones, the luster. The more the diamond is cut, the brighter it sparkles, and in what seems hard dealing, there God has no end in view but to perfect his people. I like that. The more the diamond is cut, the brighter it sparkles. Okay, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this. I hope you were resting. I hope my voice just bored you to sleep.